You won't be the only one on trial. The right and duty to defend one another will be on trial too. So our legal team at Razor and Kniff is ready to fight and for every New Yorker's right and duty to defend each other when faced with grave harm. On May 1st, 2023, Danny defended his fellow travelers. Now it's our turn to defend Danny. Thank you.
Say that all the evidence that we've seen so far and all the evidence we expect to see shows that that Danny acted reasonably under very difficult circumstances in a confined environment that none of us would ever want to find ourselves in.
What gives you such confidence in the outcome of the trial?
It's confidence in the legal system. I've been trying cases in Manhattan for quite some time. Confidence in the law, confidence that our client acted within the confines of the law in this case.
What's going to be your legal argument in court? If you can summarize what your argument's going to be.
So, look, I mean, the legal argument is going to be that the defendant is presumed innocent and he's not guilty. We're a long way off from trial in this case, but as I've said already, all the evidence is that we've seen is that our client acted reasonably under the circumstances and that he was justified in the actions he took, however unfortunate the consequences.
What evidence
the jury's decision not to upgrade the charges? What do you make of the jury's decision?
I'm sorry, you're referring to the grand jury, I assume? Right, okay. Well, the grand jury evaluated the evidence under the direction of the district attorney's office, so we weren't privy to those, to what happened there, so we really can't speak to why they did what they did or why they decided on the charges that they decided on.
How is Daniel doing right now?
Daniel is a brave guy. He's continuing with his schooling. He's doing what he needs to do, stay close with his family. This is a very trying time for Danny. This is a very difficult time, and for that we thank all the tens of thousands of people that have stood up and supported Danny emotionally, yes, monetarily, with prayers and words of encouragement. For that, Danny is eternally grateful.
How concerned are you? How concerned are you that this is? How concerned are you that this is a Manhattan jury and the case will be tried in Manhattan?
Actually, the fact that it's a Manhattan jury is obviously very good for us, for the defense, because Manhattan juries tend to take the subways and they understand what it's like to be on a subway, what it's like to be confined underground, what it's like to not be able to leave when faced with a threat. So it is a very positive thing that we're able to go to the people here in Manhattan and ask them to render a verdict on this case because they understand what it's like to be in the situation that Danny was in, at least as to the physical confinement of the area.
Would you think of putting him on the witness stand at some point? Would you think of putting him on the witness stand at some point to tell his version since he's already spoken about that?
Decision of whether a defendant is going to testify is obviously a decision that's very sensitive, and it's a long way off in this case. What I will say is I'll echo Mr. Razor's words. First of all, we're extremely confident that this case is venued here in Manhattan. Our firm has tried countless cases in this courthouse with resounding success. And the reality is that there is not a living, breathing soul in Manhattan that has not experienced a variation of what not only Mr. Penny, but the other individuals experienced on that subway car on the day in question. That's all we have today, guys. I thank you all very much. Be well.